We're live? Okay, that should be good. No, that's better. Okay, we're here. We live? Welcome, friends. Welcome. How's everyone doing this weekend? We can see. We can see once again. Kimmers, you're done your folding? That was nice and quick. Bonk, you're still like lingering a little bit of sickness. Ugh, I hate when it does that. But you're not the only person to say that. Because before my parents visited at Christmas, my dad also came down with a cold before they came. And he said the same thing. He's like, it's still like kind of in my ear and it hasn't gone away yet. So that's weird. But I hope it goes away like this week and you're able to get back to normal. So yeah, that's like just so annoying is what it becomes when it starts to drag on like that. Thank you for the follow first thing, Audi Glaze, welcome. And yeah, Dust always saying first. You are the first one to say first, so I guess that does count. Oh, the clothes weren't dry, so you had to take the doggo out instead. Well, that's okay. Been hearing from lots of your friends and fam that they're also having lingering. But yeah, none have COVID, right? So that's like so interesting. A little bit of a different form of a flu. Other than that though, are we all doing okay? We're doing a-okay here this morning. Just having a nice slow morning. Obviously trying to stay warm because yeah, it is so cold outside. It looks beautiful outside. It's so nice and sunny and blue skies, but holy shit, is it cold here right now. I can't believe it's gonna be minus 60 overnight tonight. Like it's gonna feel like that outside. Oh my goodness, how are people gonna like survive outside if they don't have a house? Okay, so Sam was just getting up out of bed. Usually when he comes home, he like gets up early and then he'll have a little bit of a morning nappy before lunchtime. So I just woke him up a bit ago. And he ordered us some lunch snackies for food since we're not really cooking today. We found a good deal on a buy one get one for like this place is called Oodle Noodles. So I don't know if you guys have a place like this by you. But they do like all different sorts of noodles and rice dishes pertaining to like different areas of Asia. So we usually get the Kung Pao and I can get it with rice because it's gluten free. So winning, like what did he say? Each box was $6 or something. $6 for a meal. You can't even beat that right now to get it delivered. But anyways, okay, so his trip back. I finally picked him up like just at midnight. What a day. What a day. I'm going to turn this down a bit because I can see I'm hitting the limit on my side for the audio. Right? Anything under $10 delivered is a deal. So what we usually do then, Bonk, is also get like, we each get a buy one, get one so that you get like 2 meals out of it. Because why not, right? Just put one in the fridge for like lunch the next day or something. You can't beat that. Okay, so Samo's plane. So this is like the typical schedule how you should be leaving camp is typically the plane will land at site around like 11:30, 12-ish, anywhere from there. It used to be like 10:30 in the morning, but now there's too many people, I think, to take, so it takes a little bit longer. So let's say typically the plane will pick everyone up at like noon and you'll leave at noon and get home around 3:30 in the afternoon. Like what an awesome day, right? That's a nice and quick travel day and you're home before dinner usually if you live here. So they ended up hearing that the first plane that they sent, they always stop over in Yellowknife for fuel. And when they stopped and I guess shut the plane off, they ended up having mechanical issues when they went to restart the plane after fueling it. And so everyone had to get off of that plane. They finally like decided what they were gonna do, right? So they're like, okay, everyone deboard the plane, just go wait at the Summit Center there, and they are going to send that plane back to Edmonton.
No.
Send a new one? That wasn't it?
No.
Sam said it wasn't it. So why aren't you here talking then? Don't just say no. He just listening from the bedroom and then says no, chat.
I'm in the bathroom.
Okay.
The plane first time mechanical issue. And it left to go to Goose and it turned around.
So they actually did leave.
They tried to come.
The airport.
Went 1/3 of the way to Goose and turned around and went back.
Okay.
And then everyone deboarded, and then they sent another plane up.
Okay, that's even scarier for everyone. You can't hear him. So I needed to see what he was saying. So this is what he says. When they stopped for fuel in Yellowknife, they kind of knew that the plane was going to be sus, but they tried to go anyways. Also, hi Greek, good to see you. Welcome in. I hope you're doing okay. So they did end up taking off, and then 1/3 of the way there, they're like, shit, we should turn around. Like, it's not gonna be safe to land. Imagine being on that plane though. That'd be so scary. Wow, thanks Stream Elements. I'm glad you're just catching up now. Awesome. But anyways, okay, so then they had to send that plane back to Yellowknife, land it again, then get everyone off of it, and so then they resent another plane from Edmonton. So yeah, long story short, they ended up getting on the plane at like, okay, they left site at 9 o'clock at night. And I mean, it's dark there by what, 3 p.m. anyways? So it doesn't really matter that you're like doing everything in the dark, right? Yeah, taking the flights up there is chancy enough. Look, it's him. He's here.
That's good.
We can move the Lego, but he's here. It's Sambo. But yeah, you guys made it safe and it was good. Oh, we had a very interesting drive home. Oh my God. I gotta turn this down more because I keep laughing too loud. Okay, this drive home. Bong says, are you feeling somewhat normal? Kind of normalized?
Yeah.
It's nice, like our roommate isn't home right now. He might be coming home on Tuesday.
Maybe.
Might be coming home on Tuesday, but we both think he's gonna be there for like a good couple of weeks because he's like kind of overseeing the reconstruction, let's say, of the old kitchen. But yeah, we did a little bit of stuff so far. We went to Costco. And is that it?
I went to Costco.
He went into Costco. I chilled in the car in my Udi.
Charged the car.
Samuel
relaxed.
spoiled me. Yeah, we haven't done too much otherwise, though. It's too freaking cold out.
Yeah.
I'm so happy we don't have to park the car outside, because holy shit.
I literally had to work in this every day, so like, I ain't going outside right now. Nope.
No. Yeah, Bonk was asking, did you bring the polar vortex down with
Yeah,
you? He
basically.
totally did.
Literally the same temperature leaving Edmonton or leaving site and coming into Edmonton that night.
I don't think we've ever had that happen.
No.
Ever.
Same temperature.
Yeah, we've never left site at the Arctic Circle and come home to literally the same temperature. Okay, so this is the story driving home. It's cold, Greek. It's so cold out. It's going to be minus 60 feeling overnight. So we're driving on the way home. Obviously, it's freaking cold out, right? Like, I'm waiting at the airport. I only waited for you for 20 minutes, I think, total in the car, in the parking lot. But, like, we park in a nice, warm parkade. So the car was nice and warm. Anyways, waited for you for 20 minutes. It kind of sat in the cold in, like, I think it was reading minus 36 on the car. So everything is fine though. I didn't notice anything weird driving to the airport. And Sam always likes to actually drive home from the airport when we get home. He's just like the driver. You like to drive and you like your car,
Yep.
right? You miss your car a little bit. So we're going along like usual. And the roads, okay, let me talk about the roads here right now. So because it was like so warm, when it should have been like gradually getting colder and colder over these last months. And then all of a sudden this week it just like snapped and was minus 30 out of the blue. So the roads, like what used to be little bumps before are almost like speed bumps going over them. So we're going over like overpasses and stuff, and they're really bumpy now, right? And there's some places where like the snowplow hasn't come, so it's extra bumpy and like just a shit ton of potholes everywhere. So we go over this one overpass, and it's like fucking just sheer ice. Like you didn't even expect it. And so the car's like trying to control itself, obviously. And so it was like a big bump, so it was like boom, boom. And then it was like really icy, so the car's like doing all of its shit. And yeah, we made it out okay. It was totally fine, didn't lose control at all. It was like such a cool feeling though, because you could feel there was no grip, but the car was still going straight. So shout out to Tesla for that. But the next thing wasn't very cool. Okay, so we start like taking the big exit and like going onto the highway. You guys know the big loop around that you usually take. I don't know what those are called.
On-ramp.
The on-ramp.
Yep.
And we like feel this weird thing, like almost like the tire is like flat or something. It's like, I'm like, Sam, I didn't feel that with the car when I was driving here. I was like, I think we should just pull over like on the underneath part where it's nice and safe. So we do. He gets out. I love this reaction. He's like, holy shit, the brake is really red. That's all he said. Just looks at the back. Was it the back?
Yeah, back left.
Back left tire. And so I'm assuming during like the whole part where like we went over that big ass bump first, and then the car started to like do its ABS and shit. The one rotor for the brake locked up on the back as we're like going around the clover leaf. Thank you, Bonk, for the word. That's what I thought. I didn't know though. And so, yeah, we're like, what the hell do we do now? Like, we can't just drive if the brake is locked. Like, Sam's like, I've never, what did you say? Your quote, you're like, I've never seen a rotor this red other than a video game. I'm like, what the hell is going on right now? And so I'm like trying to Google, like if anyone else that had a Tesla has had this happen before. Yeah, the rotor seized, literally about to catch fire. That's what I was gonna say. Like if we drove farther and actually went on the highway at a faster speed, there would have been a fire. I was like, we would have been the people where they all take the video. Look at that, Tesla's on fire on the side of the highway. So anyways, we figured out one thing to like get it to unlock is you just switch in between going forward and backwards like a bunch of times, and eventually it unlocked. But that was scary, guys. That was scary, but we did end up making it home safely. So yeah, hi. Those are our stories from the last few days. I think that's it though.
It was fine.
It was totally fine. Something to be aware of in the future, right?
Yep.
Going from a very warm environment to a very cold environment, and then yeah, you park the car, right? Not thinking of what's gonna happen to the brakes if you try to drive it after. Interesting. So that could happen with any car though, right?
How was it there?
Like, yeah, for example, when we had the STI before in the winter and it was also this cold outside, I go to drive the car and all of the brakes are locked and seized onto the rotors. So I'm out there with a frickin' heat dish pointing it onto the brake rotors like an hour at a time. I set a timer and go check it. And I'm like, I have this whole thing foiled around the wheel. And Sam's up in the Arctic because I have to go get freaking groceries for myself. So not the first time and probably not the last, but I'm so happy that it wasn't a tire.
How'd that go auto? Eric picked me up that morning. I couldn't go to work either.
Oh yeah. Cold weather living, right?
Yeah.
Things that like you can't get stressed about. I know a lot of people definitely would if they have never had a scenario like that. And also, like, if you've ever been stranded before in your car, like done something ridiculous where you have to wait for someone to get you and it's really cold out, that can be scary, but yeah, teaches you that you're not gonna die. And don't do anything stupid, right? Okay, so we're gonna play some Lego today. And we're also going to prep a prime rib roast for tomorrow's stream. We're gonna do some cooking. I found a really nice looking prime rib, little chunk roast, awesome for like 2 people, and then maybe have a little bit of leftovers after. So we will dress that up today, probably at the end of the stream, I'm thinking, and then just pop it in the fridge so that tomorrow's stream isn't super long and all we have to do is like take it out of the fridge. I'll probably do that earlier so it comes up to temp before stream. And then we'll just pop it in the oven first thing and we can work on all of the other Sunday roast sides while it's cooking. Vehicles are pretty well engineered for the weather, but yeah, still may have issues, right?
It was cold that night.
Just seeing the temperature drop and like I used the full battery. Like I started my trip at 83%. When I went to get Sam, what did we come home at? Like 28? Yeah. That's how much the battery drained in like a 40-minute drive each way. So yeah, the electric vehicles definitely suffer a lot more in these cold temperatures.
Under minus 30.
Yeah, that's what we found. The threshold for the Tesla, at least, like you're good until minus 30, and then anything after that, it really struggles. It really struggles. Like I could barely even keep up with the heat pump. Okay. Let's build up some Lego. We got 2 sets to build, and actually Sam got both of these for me for Christmas time. One of these you got on like a little deal, right? Were these on sale? The little tulips? So you got the tulips on sale. I forgot to link these ones, shit, but I did link the tiny plants, which we'll look at in a sec. So these are really cute. They're just yellow, white, and purple, little simple tulips that I can like just build and stick into. Like I set up a little vase back there with my wildflowers. So I can just build these 3 little ones and like pop them into another different set that I have. And then yeah, this was a Christmas gift from Samo. Thank you, White Dove, for subscribing for 47 months in a row. We're almost at 4 years together. Thanks for also playing the subby sound for Samo. He hasn't heard it in a minute. How are you doing this weekend, White Dove? And Amp, yeah, this would be a great day for soup, right? Totally. I can make some soup later. I have things to make, like a roasted pepper and tomato soup if I wanted. I'm gonna type this in really quick. Nice to see you too. Thanks guys for stopping by today. I'm sorry we're not like doing too much cooking, but we will do cooking tomorrow. Oh, guys, my link didn't update again. Like I literally, that's why I kept this link up here. But anyways, I did have this set link. Give me 1 sec. Hi, I'm gonna be switching from Stream Elements this year. I don't know about you. Boom. So that's the link if you want to check out the tiny plant set. Sam knows I love all of the botanical collection sets, so he knew that he needed to get this one for me. And I already have a set that's similar to this, which is the succulents. And yeah, I think these will look really cute alongside of those. So we'll see how far we get in this today for building, because there's 758 pieces. So I don't know how much like structure goes into the inside of each of the terracotta pots, but I thought they are so dang cute, and I love how it's just like a bunch of small little plants, so you can stick them all over the house. Stick them in a bunch of different rooms just for a little pop of color. And like for me, Sam knows I love plants and gardening. Well, you can't really garden living in an apartment, and with our jobs that, I mean, Sam's doing it mostly now, but I used to be working out of town a lot too. But you can't really have plants in the house if you're gone anywhere from like 3 to 6 weeks at a time, right? They'll die if you don't have anyone to take care of them. So these Lego sets are seriously perfect for that. I will say though, you do have to like water them a bit, aka just like rinse the dust off of them. And I usually do that, I think like every 3 months or so, but obviously not the same amount of maintenance as an actual plant. Okay, let's open this up. You already opened it up because you were really excited. Oh, and one note, yesterday, or the other day when I went to get Sam, I packed up six little snack baggies of like some of the Christmas treats that we made on stream over the holidays, of just like some leftover stuff that we didn't need that much stuff in the house. Let's just put it that way. And so I brought them to like a couple of the people that we're really close with at work, and they were all super happy, right? Because it sucks like landing. You literally think you're leaving work at like 11:30 in the afternoon, but you don't end up leaving till 9 p.m. at night when you should honestly be sleeping already, right? So it just made everyone a little bit more happy. It was really cute. I'm just gonna switch the view so we can do some Lego stuffs. And yeah, do you guys like how Sam literally set all of this up for us this morning while I was in the shower? I thought it was really adorable. So shout out to Omdog for being an amazing human. I think that'll be good. This isn't anything too serious. Nothing like the DeLorean, that's for sure. You guys can see the bike in the back. I might switch this a bit. There. Okay, so you already opened it up. This is the one instruction book it came with? There might be 2 or 3, he says. And then, so a lot of the Lego plant sets are 18 plus, and I think it's just because there's a lot of small pieces in them. And like also it is kind of geared more to adults, I suppose. This is interesting too, how they say like 1 to 3 people can build it. So imagine like buying this for, let's say you buy it now for like Christmas next year, and you have like a bunch of sisters or like grandkids, whatever, right? Brothers and sisters, that you can like all kind of build these together, and then like each person takes one home. I don't know. There's so many different things that you can do with Lego. I'm excited to see how far we get today. That's everything. We're emptied. Should I put this over back here? Just in case people ask? Sure. Should we build these first or last though? Maybe we'll build them later. What's everyone else getting up to today? Ah! Ooh, I like how they did this, guys. So is there 9 total? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, there's 9 plants, and then each book, look, each book has 3 different plants that you can build. Okay, let's see how far we get today. We're definitely gonna build this one because I really love that sort of cactus plant. And I think Sam and I have actually had that plant before when we lived in Vancouver, right? The one little terrarium we got. It's like they grow kind of tall and then bulbous on the top. And then look at this one. I didn't even notice like all of them. It's hard to kind of tell on the box, but that looks like a Venus flytrap. Cute. Okay, we'll do this one first though. We might zoom in when we start to actually build it together. Let's open this up because we have to see which bags we need. These are the arid plants. Oh, so they kind of separate them into the different styles of plants? Let's see this other one. Yeah. The carnivorous plants, so the Venus flytrap and stuff like that. The pitcher plant. I like how they did this. Might be going roller skating tonight if people are feeling up to it. You guys don't have any crazy weather there like we do here, right? Okay, we gotta look at this together because they have like a lot of detail put into this instruction book. Look at this. So that's how they set this one up. Arid or desert plants are some of the toughest species you will find. They have evolved to survive in climate zones with harsh winds, intense heat, and only very sporadic precipitation. They typically store what little moisture they can attract in plump pods and save it for, well, not a rainy day, but long dry spells instead. Radiant flowers help them attract pollinators, giving them an edge over any competition in their surroundings. So these are the 3 we'll be building, it looks like. So one is called The Britons Live Forever, which is this one, which I think I've had that succulent before as well. And then the Eastern Prickly Pear. Wait, you can like eat prickly pear, can't you? And then yeah, the pincushion cactus, they're so adorable. Yeah, we've it froze so quick here that like the amount of ice that built up on the windows everywhere made it so cold in the apartment that we, like, Sam knew how to deal with that, so we had to like put a fan on all of the windows because the ice was like building up almost like an inch thick. Used to eat the prickly pear buds like fruit. Yeah, right? You can do that. Okay, so bag number 5 is the 2 smaller ones. Boom. And then it says bag number 6 is the prickly cactus. And then this is 1, 2, 3, and 4 for the other books. Okay, it says we start with number 5, so we're making 2 smaller ones. I was gonna turn the music down on my side, but it's kind of drowning out the kids stomping above, so I'm gonna actually keep it turned up a little bit. Okay, so number 5, we'll just set that aside for now. Guys, do you want to come closer to see the pieces being built? How are you feeling? If we can open this up and see just how much detail they put into them. And then Sambo's got the foods on the tracking over there. How do you usually prepare a prickly pear? That was fun to say. How do you prepare a prickly pear? Do you eat it cooked? Do you eat it raw? I just know that you can eat it, but I don't know if I've ever had it. Yeah, so I've had Nepalese. I've had Nepalese, and that is something they actually taught us in culinary school how to prepare, so it must be similar to that, right? Nice. Nice, okay. These are so cute. Look at all these cute little pieces. Cool. Like this one, the blue one. Look at this little planter. Okay, the first step is actually on this page. Gotta take this thing and put a gray bit inside. Boom. You can just eat it straight, Greek, without even processing it. Yeah, you always have to peel them, right? Used to look for purple fruits, pick it off, peel the skin, and eat it. Interesting. The purple ones are sweet. Sorry, I have a little bit of a frogger. Okay. I think I fixed it. Okay, 2 more little pieces. Samo is just chilling over here on this side, if you guys were wondering. He's playing a new game. What is it called? Dead Cells. Have you heard of it? Has anyone in here heard of Dead Cells? It seems pretty cool. He put it on the TV for me yesterday to watch while he was playing. It looks fun. It's like the consistency of a ripe peach. Well, I love peaches. Is it on Steam? Kimmers wants to know.
Yep.
Kimmer says, or sorry, Samo says, yep. You can make a prickly pear jam. I'm so intrigued. Yeah, because he finished Brotato, right? So this is his next new game to play instead. Okay, look, we just built the planter. Just like that. Thank you, Greek, for the 38 months, dude. Holy long-term resubs today already. Thanks for being here, Greek. Bonk, you have Dead Cells? It's good game, but it's tough and unforgiving. For some reason, that's like the type of game Sam loves to play. Oh! Val, thank you very much as well for the 19 months in a row being part of the crew. Even part of the local crew. Whoop, whoop. We're building up structures in the pot. I don't know. This is my report. Okay, now we're closing it up, it seems. We've built enough things. Whoa. I don't know what I did. Seems good. Okay, we need one more piece, it says, in the middle. And that's where we're at. There's a DLC coming for it? Oh, that'll be good for Sambo. Very burnt orange colored. So these pots are called terracotta pots if you were to buy them in the store. And they're made out of clay. And the reason why people love to plant plants in them is because they don't like hold too much moisture and they don't hold too little either, right? They're really good for drainage for the soil. And also they just look really cute and you always have like the option to paint them if you want. Kiln fired clay. Terracotta's a more pinkish. Yeah, I suppose like it depends on where the clay comes from for the terracotta, right? Because you're right, Greek. I have seen a little bit more pink colored terracotta that's like lighter, but then also there's a lot that's like very orange, rusty colored as well. Good points all around. Ooh, there's some interesting things in the instruction book written. This colorful succulent we are building was named after Nathaniel Lord Britton, an American botanist who first categorized the Dudleya genius, which is the succulent that we are building. It's this one. Holy leg on the camera. So it was named after a botanist. Chat, we've been watching the Harry Potter movie series for what, the last like couple of weeks now, I think? Or just this week? Just this week so far. Today we will be starting number 6. Been doing really good. But I love all of the crazy little plants and stuff in those movies. This is what they say. How we watched it. Oh yeah, so yeah, typically that is like our Christmas time tradition, but Sam was not around at Christmas and he was also very sick, right? So it wasn't a good time to watch movies because like your head hurts and stuff and it's hard to concentrate on the screen. Yeah, we're catching up to it, but when he was at work and feeling better and we were watching them, I would just play it on the computer and then we would FaceTime and I would just like zoom in the FaceTime camera and like set him up on my gimbal and tripod. So it literally looked like he was watching the movie screen with me. That's how we watch the movie from far away. Long distance relationship things. Okay, now we're building the little flower. It looks really cool. And it worked like good, Sam, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta improvise. That's right, Dust. And like a lot of times the internet is not even good enough to attempt to watch a movie on any given day. But for the first part, when he was up there, because there was less staff during Christmas, right? The internet worked so good, so we were just living life. Okay, that's what I just built. What's next? We keep it flipped over. We added another layer. And now it says you flip it over. Cool. So there's like those little spikies on this one, and then all of the 4 holes on the bottom there. Press. Press. You need to be like gentle, but also firm at the same time with Lego. Don't you love those colors, Val? They like totally, what? They match everything that's in here right now. Okay, so this is what they say about this. To capture a nice gradient of spiky leaves, we added a new color for the 1x1 plate with a tooth. So that's like the middle light purple color. They added this new color in. So if you have any Lego animals in your house, you could always give them a lovely light lavender colored tooth. Oh my gosh. What? Oh, I forgot one last little step is like the middle of the flower. Just press a little light colored piece in. It's like the color of my sweater. What? Dust, yeah, you got the piranha plant. You have to build it. Add a little pop of color into your life for the year to start. So that was the first plant. That was how easy that was. That's heckin' adorable. Dooch. You can see it better if I put it there. Yeah, they're really starting to come out with a lot of unique pieces, Bonk. That to me though makes the sets worth their money, when there's always like just a couple unique pieces that they specially made for that set. Okay, we're building the next cactus, which is this middle one, which is also literally the color of my sweater. Feel like this color is gonna be like trending this year or something. Sometimes things are a bit too coincidental. This is an interesting pot we're building next. Like, we have to build a structure for it, and then we put some things on the outside of it. Or we gotta go down for this, or are you gonna let him buzz in? This is the prickly pear cactus. Thank you. We literally just learned about that. And I still couldn't say it. I think I remember seeing these when we went for that walk. Chat, do you remember this? Whoever was there in San Diego, TwitchCon. When was that, Bonk? 2022? And then I went for a walk on stream one day, and there was this like botanical garden on the side of the road that we walked through. I'm pretty sure we saw some of these little cactuses in there. 2022, too long ago. Let's just say that. Okay, we're like sealing this up now. I just built this interesting little box, and we're putting this piece on the top. However, it's gonna sit on there. Nice. It's got a lot of structure. It's all held together. You remember the walk, right, Kimmers? That was fun. And holy, it was just so hot there. Man, there's spicy air down south. Okay. Next piece, I'm just gonna put this over here for now. Oh, that place was actually really good. Really, really good. I also remember the Lumpia. Hi, Simo. Welcome. Simo's like, yes, Lumpia, I'm in. What is going on upstairs? Don't make me bang. How is this happening right now? I need to turn it around. Oh, I need to turn it around. There we go. Okay, we got to build 2 of these. We're building the side structure for the plant pot. So then if we make a little demonstration here, this one, we flip it upside down. Can you hear them? I'm gonna tell you also a story that happened since we last spoke on stream. I might have called the cops. I possibly called the cops one night because I literally thought there was like domestic violence case happening above me with the kids. And it was sounded so terrifying that like it was almost bringing tears to my eyes. But anyways, I'll kind of tell the story as we build this together. And so I ended up calling, they call it here in Canada, a nuisance and yelling line. So it wasn't like the emergency line, it was just a non-emergency thing. So I called the nuisance and yelling line on them one night because I seriously was terrified for everyone's well-being upstairs. And so the guy's like, yeah, that sounds not so good. Thanks for calling. Like, we'll send a car over right away. And I was like, oh my gosh, like kind of like freaking out because I've never dealt with that before, right? I've never called the cops. So anyways, they call me when they're almost there. She's like, hey, we're just pulling up outside. Can you let us in, right? Because my roommate is the only one that has access to the buzzer code, so they wouldn't be able to get in if they called him. So I go downstairs. Oh, this is what I say to her. I'm like, yeah, because it's like 9:30 at night, right? I'm like, yeah, one sec. I just got to put pants on the phone to the police. I was like, I'll be right down. Yeah, it was a girl. Whatever. It wasn't a guy. And so I go downstairs thinking it's like, okay, one, maybe two people. No, there's 4 police officers waiting in the lobby area. And so I let the 4 police officers into the elevator, tell them like what's going on, right? They're like, are you new here? I was like, no, I've lived here for a year and had to listen to this. And tonight it was just like too scary to listen to. And so they're like, okay, and we'll go up and like check it out. So they play it off upstairs. They lied. They say, yeah, we just have people over. And that's how the kids act sometimes when they have company over. Because then I listened after to like see if people would leave, right? Because you can literally hear everything in this apartment. No one left the house. No one left the house. And it got like worse after the cops came. They lied. And so she like calls me after, right, to follow up. She's like, yeah, I think that's just their culture or something. I don't know. But the mom just tried to say like it's just because they have little kids. She's like, I hope it gets better for you. But if they do this like in between 10 p.m. and 6 a.m., you can always call us and we'll pay another visit at that time. She's like, the only thing we can do is eventually give them enough noise violations that they can't pay it anymore. That's literally it. Otherwise, we have to deal with it. So I've already tried to get 4 police officers to deal with it. So that was like a scenario that I didn't even want to deal with, you know? But anyways... Time to move to the country. I am with you on that, Kimmers. I do have actually a good news story to rebuttal after this. Why is this not attaching? Oh, because I gotta go the opposite side. Hello. So I do have a good cop story to rebuttal with. So we had to build 2 of the same pieces just now, but they had to go on opposite sides. So I finally got a call from a constable this week about our hit and run on the car. Finally. That happened on October 2nd of last year. I finally got a call back. He's like, do you have a dash cam video for this like hit and run? I was like, yeah, I tried to send it to this one other constable that I was dealing with like 4 times and it just got kicked back. Tried to message her about it, tried to call her, wouldn't answer, no, nothing. And so I kind of just gave up, right? Because she's like, you can't do anything until you hear back from us. And so now it's January. Finally heard back, send him the thing, sends me all the information. He's like, here's the driver's information. I hope you're able to get your car fixed now. Woohoo! So those are all my stories from the week, I think. Okay, we're building these ones next. It is a nice feature. I mean, you have to have it turned on still, sentry mode, right? No?
No.
So even if it's not turned on and someone hits your
Sentry
car?
mode just like does everything.
Okay.
If anything walks by kind of thing, it'll turn on. If there's actually still physical
Contact?
it'll take a video.
Sweet.
Yeah. That's more like I just want to be
Extra safe?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like somebody flicks the door handle, that's what sentry mode.
Yeah, okay. But yeah, finally heard back. It's only been, what, like 4 months? Now I know that too. That's good to know. So yeah, it's been quite like the week, we can say. Never a dull moment.
I've only been home for like
Sam's only been home since
2 days.
Friday. I was like, you always have to make me wait to literally pick you up the minute before the next day clicks over. Like, don't show up at 3:30 p.m. like you should. Wait till 11:59 for the plane to land. There we go. We built a pot.
Woo!
Let's build a plant. Now I can file with insurance. Yeah, I think she said we pay the initial like 1,000 deductible and then they take care of the rest from there and like we'll get it eventually back. Sammy getting all choked up. Oh man. Well, I think the funniest part of this whole story was that morning I call the flight center, right? The Aero Center where I pick them up. Before or right after they should have been leaving to go into site. I'm like, hi, just calling to see if the flight's on time and if everything is looking good for the pickup today. She's like, oh yeah, it just left a bit ago. Everything is on time and it all should be well. Nay. So lesson learned, I am not calling ahead of time next time. I like jinxed myself, I feel. Boom, we just like finished the top and then built a little bit of stuff for the plant to sit on in the middle, I think. Yeah, that's one thing about the bumper on the Tesla is I know there's like a bunch of sensors in there. So even if like our little pit like thing that we got on the paint doesn't look that bad, well, just because she hit it, it might have like messed with something else, right? So always just good to get it checked. Okay, now we get to build the little prickly pear. So we'll just put its pot over there for now. We start with this one green piece. This is cool. So this is like how we're going to be, I think, building the structure for the prickly pear. We got that. Kind of just keep it all in one row, it seems. But like straight. I kind of messed it up just now when I tried to press it together. There. Boom. I don't know what these next pieces will be. We'll find out in a sec. Little spiky bits. Looks so weird. Okay, then I need to build 3 things. when I take a break, whenever that is, ask me to show you guys how outside looks, because it looks so different from the last time we streamed, all the snow that fell. It really, really looks nice out. Okay, this, so we gotta flip that again. This is where we're at. Doesn't look like much. That happened with your hit and run, Bonk. Body Shop took off the panel and found some damage underneath, right? You just never know. Okay, we got some info on this page. So the round printed tiles are in a new sandy green color. I thought this color was new. So they printed some of the tiles. So these are the little pieces that I'm saying are very unique to some of these sets. Is you can't just go and like buy these little printed pieces. They feature a fun new spiky deco to capture the look of an Eastern prickly pear. Okay, so we are just going to put all of these pieces on. And then it tells us to like kind of give this a twist. We look here. I don't know what that means, but we'll like offset it. Oh, that totally was like easy. And then this bottom one, I think, is how we attach it into the pot. Okay, so I kind of set it up, I think, how it should look. We can always change it a little bit if you want. Yeah, right? It always used to be stickers, which, yeah, some people have like issues, right? I know this set says 18 plus. Well, like grandmas like to build Lego too, right? But the stickers can be difficult. Okay, we're not quite done. Just put this by the pot. We're making the little prickly pear flower. Look at this piece. Look at how small and like how much detail is in that. That goes inside of this. And then that's why this other little spike is on top there. Cute. Okay, so it has our fun facts that we were looking for here. Did you know that prickly pear fruit is edible? And so are the big green pads. Just be sure to remove the spines before eating. Gotta blow my nose because it's running. Adorable. Thank you. Holy, they packed it up today. Chat, this is... Look how much food this is for, what, $6.50? Yep. This is our Kung Pao chicken rice bowl. That is not a small amount. Okay, that was so perfect. We just finished building this one. The only thing I want to do is like to kind of just turn it. I don't love the gaps. Whoa, hello leg there. I don't love the gaps on this, so I just like turned it to be more center.
No more letting people into the building for...
They're not allowed? You want to come over and eat with us over on the couch? I'm going to pop this up. I'm just going to go blow my nose for a sec. I'll be right back, guys. And Samo, you got noodles, right?
Yeah.
You got some udons? Yum. What is he doing? Unsupervised. Can he just use a regular fork? Would you like a regular fork, my dear? Here, I got you. Give me this. The fork is sad. I usually save these. Like, I have a big container where I just save like every piece of takeout utensils and like napkins just in case we go camping or stuff. Then that's when you use these sad forks. We can be civilized again, my dear. It's okay. You're back home.
Oh, you see, I'm used to it.
I love it. A cornstarch biodegradable? It was wooden, right? It's a wooden fork. What is the camera doing today? I think I'm gonna plug it in to the computer because we're literally right here. One sec, guys. Because you can see that on your side too. It keeps like cutting in and out. Be good. USB. Carses, it's good to see you. How are you doing? How's your weekend? The noodles look so good. Heck, the rice. But they actually make really good rice here. Okay, so what this is they like pack the bottom with rice and then it's like a stir fry wok place. So usually each bowl has like the same veggies. This looks like cabbage, carrot. Is that it now?
Broccoli.
Cabbage, carrot, and broccoli. And then they top it with some bean sprouts and peanuts. And then the chicken is stir fried in like a kung pao kind of spicy sauce. But yeah, you can choose your different noodle you want. And like there's different styles of sauces and proteins. And then this is how it comes. And yeah, every now and then they do like a 2-for-1 box deal. We never pass it up. Like if you actually have a good spot near you that makes these, it's actually so good. I got mine mild spicy and that was a good choice. Because usually it's really, really spicy. And yeah, I just like how much like veggies they load up in here. Such a nice complete meal. And yeah, good to put in the fridge for the next day. We're just gonna have a little munch before we build the next set, which is a prickly cactus, a spiky cactus. Do you like them, Sambo? What's everyone else eating today? I always ask this question on stream, regardless if we're cooking or not. We have some leftovers in the fridge still. We made actually some really deadly wraps yesterday for dinner. I found these gluten-free wraps at the grocery store. Like it was the brand of the grocery store. I was like, cool. And they were on sale. A gluten-free rice wrap. Rather than like a flour tortilla, I was thinking. And then Sam found some really nice like shrimp cocktail, the packs at Costco, so he picked one up. So he made like a shrimp club wrap with bacon and spinach and avocado, mayo, hot sauce. And then I like fried them in a pan with cheese to seal them up and heat up the wrap. It was so good. Hi Trekker, welcome in. I was just telling what I made us for dinner last night. So simple and so good. Yeah, we weren't like feeling anything too crazy and like you didn't want to order anything. Like, I had everything else in the house, so why not?
It was really good.
Yo, do I have LinkedIn? For like my personal use, but not for my business, no. Who asked that on Twitch? If you're a professional, you should be sending creators emails. Don't just go and chat and ask people if they have LinkedIn. I called you out. Sam's laughing at me in the corner. I also like this because they never overcook the veggies. It's still really good and crunchy. Because do you have... right? Yo, dog, let me send you my resume. Do you guys have Wokbox in the States? I think that's an American chain. So this is like similar to that, but a local person started it and it's so good, like way better. Just simple, good food. I love the cabbage. Okay. Just gonna put it away for a little bit. I'll probably come back to that later. I'm a grazer. I'm not someone who really sits down and like eats a whole meal often. Maybe at a restaurant because you kind of have to. I like to just like nibble though. My body likes it better too. So satisfying. Your town has a hard walk cafe. So that's like similar to what we got. What was the other 2-for-1 option that I told you? Oh, poke. So yeah, we tried. There was also a poke spot here that sometimes does 2-for-1 on Uber Eats. And we tried it one time. It wasn't good. Like all of the little extra components that they added, you could tell they cheaped out on them, right? So like they definitely, the fish was good and stuff. But like they used canned pineapple for the pineapple option. What was the other weird stuff? Oh, the mango was like frozen and tasted like plastic. Like it was so weird and mushy. Yeah, I was so excited, Des, because like all of the little condiment options and like the sauces sounded so good. I was like, oh, when you get it, and it's like, dang it. So we just like picked a couple of the things off and like added in our own fresh cucumber and stuff like that we had at home. Okay, I'm gonna put this box back up for us as we build. And then we gotta go back down to the table view. But yeah, poke is delicious. I know here at our business Costco, excuse me, belch of approval for the wok chef, but we can buy frozen, like pre-portioned poke fish packs, whether it's tuna or salmon. And so I think they just come in these like little 200-gram portions maybe, vacuum sealed. And so you just like take a little bit out of the freezer at a time, right? And you could still take the cubed fish and cook it after if you want, right? You don't always have to be eating it raw. So you still have that option if you're someone that does like poke. It's so good for lunch. Okay, we gotta open bag number 6 for the next the next one big plant. This is just for one plant. That's a lot of pieces just for one plant. It's gonna be pretty big then. Cool. And then we still... Are we gonna venture out later? Or is that a tomorrow thing? We gotta get a cheeseburger still. That's usually one of our first things we eat when we get home, guys, or when Sam gets home. It's like, we'll always order Vietnamese food. And then there's usually always a cheeseburger at some point. Look at the big spikies. All right, starting with building the pot. Boom. Campbell, how do we want to dress the prime rib? Thinking just like some Dijon mustard and Santa Maria's.
Yeah.
Bonk's ears will perk up. We did want to cook the prime rib on the Traeger before it got really cold, but she won't keep up at this temp. Remember the one stream where we tried to use the Traeger? I think it was minus 45 out. Yeah, it doesn't work at that temperature. Let's just put it that way. Anything over minus 30, nothing is really happy electronically. Yeah, the old welcome whole comfort meal. And then because he came home so late that day, right? We usually have it like, oh, we'll get home around like 4 p.m. and have it for dinner. Well, we ended up ordering it like the last possible time from the restaurant. And then that way, when he got home at 1, he at least had like a snack of a little bit before going to bed. Because like they're not giving you nothing really on the plane. Did you get snacks on the plane still?
Yeah, we did.
They still got snacks on the plane, so that was cool for flying that late. But like dinner's at 5. So that was a long time from Eden to be up that long.
And then we go to bed at 7:30.
Yeah, Samo's bedtime is 7:30 when he's up at camp, guys. This is what I just built. I don't know what we're gonna do. How's the past year working at the remote camps gone? So working towards the food truck? Yeah, we are. It's going really good. Like, I would say we definitely progressed at the camp in the last year. Like, I might not be there currently, but I am trying to get back up to the mine, so we'll see how that goes. It's been good, though. Like, to be able to watch the progression of them building the camp and stuff like that. And excuse me, now that Sam actually works for the mine and not like subcontracted to the mine for catering, yeah, it's a like tenfold better what we've been dealing with. Oh, and then just as a follow-up from like me trying to go up to that last camp. So I asked, because I literally never heard nothing back from anyone after I got home and left that site. So I asked the last recruiter I spoke with, I was like, am I getting any travel pay for this? Like, usually you get travel pay because you make the effort to go to site. And yeah, sometimes things just don't work out and you have to go home, right? Doesn't matter if you choose to go, if it's a family emergency, whatever it is. Usually you get travel pay, at least just for the day. Nope. She even escalated it to HR for me because I told her all the things that happened. And HR is like, yeah, if the employee chooses to not follow out what the camp asks of them, they don't get travel pay, and that's considered a resignation from the company. So yeah, little to say, if they call me to go back up to Goose to cook, yeah, just say that. That's the last straw for me, baby. Yeah, thanks, right? Oh my goodness. Glad to see you look out for your employees. This is a very weird structure we're building. Nothing that resembles a planter at all. Don't push it all the way down because we gotta put one of these pieces on. And then maybe after that you can go farther. Look at all these layers. So be sure to spread the good word. I know Sam and I were talking the other day. It's like dream job 100% would be like private chef for someone. Holy would I excel at that. Okay, so we push this red piece down now. That's okay, Karses. I mean, it was an experience that honestly needed to be had because I wanted to see how the company operated on like the western side of things compared to where I was working before. It was like the eastern side of the company, right? So I just wanted to see if it was different. Nope, it was the same or worse. But we need to have those experiences so that we can make a decision of, okay, whether that is actually what we want in our life anymore. The answer for me is no. I'm building 4 of these things if you guys were wondering. There's some very interesting pieces. Like this brown piece that I'm using. Like a little chocolate or something. And then we're gonna flip it, and then we put this white bit inside. A little clip. The forbidden nib, right? I could definitely see why some kids would attempt eating Lego, because it does look like very similar to some candies. You never know until you try it. Okay, we got the 4 bits. We're gonna take this and they clip on to the side, but there's specific parts where they should be. Okay. You don't like working away from home that much? If you make friends with people you work with and that's your life, it wouldn't be so bad. But you like to keep your worlds separate? Yeah, like, we've always been like that too. Like, everywhere that we work together, we often, like, would tell coworkers, it's like, I'm not here to make friends, just so you're, like, aware from the start. But if that does happen, by all means, like, that would be wonderful, right? But just so you're aware, like, I'm here for work first and foremost. I'm not here to make friends. And some people would be so taken aback when you tell them that. They're like, why? Why not? Like, what's your problem? Like, it's not personal, man. That's just how I like to keep my stuff separate, right? Just setting the boundary first thing, so that later on you don't think I'm like an ass. This person never wants to hang out. They always like say no when I ask them to hang out. That's what people would say, right? Yeah, right? You friends with your coworkers when you're at work. Yes, that too. Yeah, Trekker. The gym as well. Some people just go to the gym as like a socialization time. Some of us just go because we're literally trying to like get stronger and are there for our own health, not to make friends. I suppose in like this world though, it's hard to like make friends, right? If you don't want to make friends on the internet though, like I guess, yeah, I could see how some people would think, okay, well, these people are at the gym, like they must have something in common with me. I don't know, it's funny. It is funny. But yeah, like Sam has worked at this site and we've worked so long at that site that, I mean, it's almost more like family at this point. It's not even like friends, like it's even closer than that. For like example, okay, I'm gonna turn this up for this cute story. So they're on the plane, it's super late, right? So many of the guys like live elsewhere in Canada where they need a connecting flight from site, right, to go home. Well, none of them made the connection, and so they had to stay in the hotel overnight. And it's like midnight when you land on the plane. So they're all messaging Sam on the plane, hey, do you think you could ask Kate to like get me vodka? Hey, do you think you could ask Kate to like get me a cartridge? Because they know I'm like going to pick up Sam, right? No other wives are gonna be there except me, the crazy one who goes to pick him up at like midnight. So that's like how close we all are. But still at the same time, yeah, it's not like we all come home and it's like, do you wanna hang out? No. And I'm not judging people that do have those like friendships either with coworkers, because I will be honest, like my best friend in my entire life that I have to this day is someone who I met working with when we were 14 years old. We worked at a grocery store together, and literally ever since then we are inseparable. So it just goes to show that yes, it could happen and you can make a lifelong connection. But also over all these years, there's not that many people that I would consider like a true, genuine close friend that I've worked with. Working in trades can also be a bit different, right? It's a little bit of a different scenario when you work in a trade because you work a little bit closer with everyone and you kind of have to work as a team more. That is definitely one thing I've noticed. Okay, this is what I built. We're gonna like clip it onto this side here, I think. Holy, it actually fits in. I was like so worried. I was like, how are we gonna even reach this clip? But it does. Cool. It actually even seals it up. Hi, Scoots. You're stopping to say hi? I am staying warm. It is really warm in here now. It was pretty chilly there for a bit, but we finally figured it out. It is so warm now. We gotta turn the heat down. Whoa, Trekker. That is so much information for a random human to tell you at the gym. I love it though. You're like, wow, that was very interesting. Thank you very much for telling me that. I don't care at all. Yes, yeah, that is well, Carses, right? Any job where your life like kind of depends on someone else. Mining, ironwork, construction, anything like that. Yeah, some people are just don't have any boundaries, right? And that's not always on them. That could be like how they grew up and they're just not aware of it. It's not always on us to have to tell them that, though. Yeah, Scoots. Scoots is at minus 42. Aw, chat. I have been presented with a V8 that has traveled from quite a far way. This is like such a yummy treat. This is one like perk that we get up at site, but only at the exploration, the Plywood Palace. So you get the V8s at the Plywood Palace, but you don't get the V8s at the Nice Camp. So then Samo always brings me like at least one home. Nice! You picked up a walking pad for Doggo? Cause yeah, it's like way too cold. It's way too cold for dogs to walk outside. I saw someone last night walking their Doggo, or the other night. It was like minus 36 out. You could tell the dog did not want to be out there. I was like, you're crazy. You don't even have boots on it. Oh yeah, I guess you would make like a Bloody Mary from V8, right? We would never think of that. It's like you either have Clamato to make a Caesar. I almost forgot the name of the drink. It's been so long. You use Clamato to make a Caesar, which is like clam and tomato juice. It's so good though. You ordered your first Legos at the Birds of Paradise? Wait. Doot. I gotta go this way. Doot. That's for you, Trekker. It's actually such a nice set. That's also good. Ooh, Samo's little snack. Miscellaneous snack bags. Okay. Yeah, you'll really like the Birds of Paradise. The pot that comes with it, just everything. Karsus, you like the Plywood Palace? That's literally what it is. It's getting a whole refresh. I want to go back and work there. So nice. Do you say it like michelada or is it michelada? I've had that before though. When I worked at the taqueria, we would make that. And it was so delicious. We would like line, I think, the rim with tahine, that spice. Which you got? Ooh, extra Vietnamese porco snacks. Okay, we have two more, or sorry, only one more now. One more side of the planter to build. I'm gonna come closer. Oh no, I feel like you're far away. Come hither. Okay, this is our last little one. Michelada. Okay, I like saying it that way too. Ta-da! We're doing it. I like how all the pots are also different. None of them are even the same design. Okay, the next thing is we are building the top part of that plant pot. If we look at it here on the box, and then this is the one we're building next. Spiky. Michelada. Some white person has? Oh, for sure they have, right? We've all been there. Once, maybe even twice. Thrice even. It happens. Okay, as long as we're honest and we know that we said it wrong. It's bad when you like think that you're saying it right and everyone around you knows that you're saying it wrong. Boom. Looks like a barrel cactus. What did they call it at the beginning? A pincushion cactus native to Mexico and areas in the southwestern United States, the Caribbean, and South America. The pincushion cactus. We gotta put all these on it. Yeah, just ask a Spanish speaker, exactly. One thing I will tell you, in Canada, there's not actually that many Spanish speakers. I do have one awesome spot, though, that I love to go, and I was actually thinking of their flautas earlier this morning when I was getting ready for whatever reason. Sam was laughing because he knows. So good. I haven't had that since, like, August? Flautas. So delicious. But usually we like to walk there because it's close enough. So we'll do that when it warms up. Oh, we have some things that we want to chat with you guys about while we're all here together this weekend, is like how we want to celebrate 6 years on Twitch. Is one thing Sam and myself have talked about doing recently, just like for ourselves, is we want to take a trip. Oh, I can't end this ad break, shit. But anyways, we want to take a trip to the mountains, to Jasper. I think that could be fun. Excuse me, if we like stream it and kind of use that as part of the celebrating 6 years on Twitch. I thought it would be kind of cool if I set up a bit of a scavenger hunt around Jasper. Yeah, we'll take a road trip. And so we'll stream the day, and like as people contribute to like certain things, it's not always going to be monetary either. It'll be like, oh, we got like 5 new follows. We'll like go and do something in Jasper. But I think that could sound fun. I'll have to like start doing research obviously this week, right? And plan it out. And it has to be places where we know we have internet too. But we've streamed from there before at a bunch of the places that we do like to go and know of. And like it worked really good. So hopefully that happens again. But yeah, I thought that could be fun. Go see some of the like really beautiful lakes and stuff like that in the winter time. Take you guys to see some of the like big mountains around. I don't know. There's lots of stuff to do around there. And how many years did you work there, Sam?
4 years.
Sam worked there for 4 years. So he's quite familiar with it. And if you've ever like been to, I call it a sleepy kind of mountain town. If you've ever been to a place like that, nothing ever really changes. Not much. Like what, they've added a big ass hostel. And that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Okay, we gotta build 4 things to like put on the outside of this. The 4 outer parts of the plant pot. But yeah, it's supposed to warm up next week. We're gonna be at, I think, -7 by the time Friday rolls around.
Yep.
So that's gonna be so nice. It's like, whew, time to get out of the house. You know when dogs go crazy when you didn't let them out of the house for a few hours? We got the scoots. We're scooting around. Palooza. For the 30 years you've lived in your sleepy mountain town, the only change has been the addition of a Dollar General. That's such a good change, too. Have a dollar store there. Winning. Yeah, we're getting a heat wave. We got the polar vortex, now we're getting a heat wave. Samo's eating the cherry coconut macaroons that some of you guys said looked like coleslaw when we made them. They're good, hey? Yeah, right? Yeah, you go buy milk at the gas station for $8. Well, that's like what we're paying here at a regular store, so I don't know if that's that much different. Dang. Dang. But yeah, every now and then, like at least twice a year, we usually take a drive to the mountains. It just is a thing that we need to do. They just like, they call you. And then you're like, it's time. You're just guessing? Yeah, you actually haven't been to the gas station in a year. It's probably closer to like $12. Can't go farther down with this. I think I might be able to... Yeah. It won't go anymore. Says Nene Sambu. That's okay. And yeah, when you were at the gas station, it's not like you were grocery shopping anyways. This is very true. Okay, so we gotta stick this on. Oh, it doesn't go on the spiky part. Just attaches to the side like that. Ta-da! Then we'll probably fill in these next parts. You know exactly when the last time you were at the gas station? Your birthday last year when you and your bro walked up there for smokes. I love it. Ah! Okay, Sam's changing the view, I guess. I think it was honestly fine, dearly, but okay. He's here. He's taking care of his wife. That might save his life. Can you just pull it back a little bit now, please? I feel like they're in my crotchal area. Thank you. Yep. Okay, 4 of these next things. Seal up the plant pot. Yeah, a bunch of the 7-Elevens also offer delivery here, too. What else was the other one I saw they added? London Drugs. It lasted a week. A guy tried to do delivery service and like what? No one used it, Paloozer? That's hilarious. I could totally see that happening too. Okay. Now that makes more sense. Boom. You've been sufficiently snacked, my dear? Perfect. He's living the good life, chat. He said any meal that's not eaten in a water truck is a great meal. I think I want to attach this onto it, can we? I want to attach it onto it and then build it the rest of the way. Bam. This is heavy. Got some weight to it. Ready? He says no. He's too scared. Throws things at me all the time, but it won't catch the Lego. Not right now, he says. It's not the time. Loser says, I'm sure it would be possible to have a great meal in the water truck as well. That would have to include great cooks, though. There's something missing from that equation, unfortunately. Like when Like, what is James Dirks? What is his, like, title on the company? Camp superintendent or something? I don't know. Like, literally the head of the camp walked up to Sam and is like, I miss your food. That's when you know. Okay, we did it. We got the plant pot. Great chefs of Canadian work cabs. Like, that's all you hear is like complaints of the good people saying they don't want to work with the shitty people. Unfortunate scenario that happens often. But what can you do, really? I don't know. I thought things would maybe change over the years. So far, it hasn't. I don't know what this is that we're building, but it's interesting. Look at the base that's going to hold all of the parts of the cactus together. Cool. Wondering where these would go. Sealed it up. It is definitely a lot warmer in here today. Holy. Glad we figured it out. The ice isn't building up too much anymore. Okay, next. Round Bitly. Ta-da! Yeah, right? Yeah, that is definitely an issue. We were just talking about that. The people that always try and be friends at work. It's definitely an issue when the person's management, it's true. Okay, now we're doing like some cool stuff. We're putting a bunch of green little spikes on the top of this. Hey, Relic. I'm doing good. How are you? Welcome in. We're just building some Legos today. Chilling.
Blizzard, that's exactly what happened.
Yeah. Yeah, some people literally will take a job. That's a funny point, too. To, like, find love. It's like, I want to go work here because I want to, like, date this person. What? Okay, we gotta make 4 little thingies. Very interesting how all of this is coming together. And then to finish it off, boom, 1 green piece. Don't shit where you eat. It's true. Like Sam and I, we met working together. We're friends for like a good couple years at work. And then, yeah, we never like dated or nothing until we were working at different places. Ugh, you've never had a sandwich in the bathroom? I'm dying. Maybe when I was little, I could see that happening. A toilet sandwich, if you will. Bong, actually, no. Here's some of the most hilarious chats here. This is interesting. The losers had a couple toilet sandwiches. I'm dying. We're putting cute flowers into this. Love how honest you guys are now. It's like we've been together for years. Anything goes. Okay, this is what they say. Several species of pincushion cactus grow a lovely crown of flowers in vivid colors. So now we're gonna put another layer on top. Look at how small this detail is. There's like a little spike on this flower that we're putting into the center of this other flower. That is by far the smallest little Lego piece I've ever done or seen. And that's why it's not made for little kids. Now we put a couple of small spikes in. Cool. Is this the top of it? The top of the cactus? And then we put a big one in the top. It is the top. Look at that. It looks so weird right now. Okay, now we build 4 things to finish off the sides. That's pretty simple, actually. Okay, we gotta put this. They say put this in first, and then in. So 4 of these. Looks like a coral reef, kind of, right? And then we take this, and where does it somehow attaches on? Hello? Got it. We gotta build out the barrel now. No, we already did first. I just sneakily stored it on the side while we were doing the plant. Done and done. Sneaky sorter, that's me. Okay, there's a couple more details. Maybe not, actually. I think that's it. Cool. Okay, now it, like, looks like something. I find these little gray pieces are silly looking, though. On the top? I don't know why those are there. That looks cool from this angle, though. Whoa. Kind of looks like an alien. Okay, this is what it says. We'll pop this on and then we'll read. Cool. It says, after being cataloged for the first time in the late 1920s, okay, this name is insane. It's like the genus name. Mammillaria crenata F. zeilmannia was largely unknown until it was rediscovered in 1988 within a specific canyon area in Mexico. The gray pieces are more thorns, I suppose. We did it. Done and dusted. Wait, there is more. See? I knew it. I knew we weren't finished yet. Okay, we have to make things to put onto the gray pieces. So we press this on. I knew something looked unfinished. Help! Some of the pieces are really hard to pick up. They're so tiny. Okay, now we put a gold piece on top. Then we put some more spikes in. All of the spikes. It's like a mini version of what we made earlier. So then, look at that. That totally makes it look better. Just looking at it from that side. It's so cute. Oh no. I destroyed the plant already. Broke it off of the pot. And if you've ever like seen or had one of these cactuses, they are so spiky. Like, I'm definitely the person who's like, wow, that looks really spiky. Let's see like how sharp it feels. They're so sharp. So you definitely need to know how it feels at least once just to touch it. You grew up with all sorts of cactuses. That looks so good though. Ah! That's it. Okay. That was like 2 hours, and then we still want to prep the roast for tomorrow. I don't want to stream too long today. Your mom liked cactuses because they matched her prickly personality. That's what you think, at least. My mom actually grew a lot of cactuses too. I think they must have like been trending back then when we were younger. Because then she stopped growing as many cactuses and then just started growing more plants. I don't know. So that was just 3 out of the 9. 3 out of the 9 plants, Scoots. We still have 2 more books to build through. And each of the books has like a different variety of plants. So this one, I remember looking at it earlier. These are a carnivorous plant, all 3 of them. So there's the Venus flytrap, the pitcher plant, and I don't know what the other one is. A red sundew is what it's called. And then what are these? It's already been 2 hours, Dust. I know, right? These are tropical plants on this side. So the false shamrock, a jade plant, and then a lace leaf. So if I show you the actual plants, I think I've seen all of these in real life before. I've definitely seen the red one and also the jade plant. My mom has like a pretty big one. This one is really like glaring, but I think I've seen that. The oxalis is what I know the name of it. Is like a lot of people grow it on the island actually, oxalis. From what I can remember. I don't know. But obviously tropical plants need warmer conditions. Okay, I'm gonna leave you here for a sec. And then I'll bring you over once I get the roast out and stuff. I just have to bring the camera over and get it wireless again. And then we'll just dress up the beef so that tomorrow you can just pop it in the oven. And then we got squash, we got potatoes to roast with it. And maybe some peppers or something. But loser, hey, you still have plans, it counts. Okay. I started doing like workouts this week, guys, just on my Apple Fitness Plus app. Oh, the first couple of days I was so dang sore. Okay, let me just pop this onto Wi-Fi again. So now I just feel like a grumbling, like old lady everywhere I go. Oh, really? It's gonna be like that? That's what I thought. Thanks, camera. Usually it doesn't disconnect and then reconnect like that. I just want to make sure that it's actually good still. It was like black screen. Come on. Just gotta get this little bit of stuff off of the counter that Sambo left. It looks like there was a tornado in the kitchen over here. The microwave's open, all the cabinets in the drawers are open. What went on? Oh no, the bear wakes up when you mention that stuff though. Comes back to life. I'm so excited to eat this beef, guys. You don't even know. I need Sambo to come over there with me or something because I won't have any chat. Okay, we're going on a behind the scenes house tour, I guess. Get ready. All your wildest dreams may come true. I think this will be like just the cutting board view. The height of the tripod that I have it at. Ta-da! Look at the mess in the corner. Who does that? We're lower than cutting board view. Raise it up. Okay. You did great, dearly. Don't even worry. What are you concerned about? You see no mess? Oh no, there's just a couple things. It's not actually messy. I was just bugging. Look at this. It's the bouffe. The bouffe. La moutarde. And like Bonk said, some sushi cubes with maybe some extra pepper. I was thinking I'm just gonna grab a cutting board. Can I get closer here? It looks like a pretty good view actually. It's like the only way I'll get closer. Just do it in a half pan? Oh, to put it like back in the fridge? Okay. Grab a container to put the roast in, whatever you desire. We're gonna use this so that it's easy to just pop it in there and put it back in the fridge. But yeah, we got a really good deal on this. I usually go to the grocery store really early in the morning, like between 8 and 9 a.m. And like sometimes you'll find really good deals on some meats and stuff. Yeah, I saw they like had chunked up a bone-in prime rib that was definitely once like whole. So there was about 4 pieces like this, just vacuum sealed. Yeah, it was $9.99 a pound, which I don't think you can beat. I haven't seen that price for prime rib here in a long time. I'm just putting a scrunchie in my hair. There's no hair allowed by food. I was like, heck yeah, I'm picking this up. I asked Samo if he wanted it. And that is our treat meal. It's a good deal, right? And so I picked through the 4 pieces to find the one that looked the best, because we're always looking for, if I turn this around, we can see better this. So the rib cap. This is like some of the most expensive beef if you were to buy it on its own, and then you can see it like clearly goes the whole way through the roast, where like some parts of the prime rib don't always have that much of the rib cap. The eye is like a little bit big, not too bad, but yeah, this part of the rib eye looks so good too, nice and marbled. So we'll take this out. We'll just pop it in here because it looks a little bit juicy. We'll dry it off. I'll just grab a cloth or a towel, and then we'll rub it down with some Dijon mustard and use some of this Suzy Q's seasoning, which is salt, pepper, garlic, and parsley. And thanks to the Real Bonkman for gifting this to us. Look, we've done a pretty good amount on this container since 2022. Way back when. I can't believe it's 2024. Yeah, we'll dress this up. Just leave it like open in the fridge overnight so it kind of hardens this crust onto the outside of the meat. And then tomorrow we just pop it in the oven and let it start to roast. It looked good when it was in the package, but it honestly looks even better as we're taking it out. I don't have my typical like stream lights on in here. It's a little dark, but yeah, it looks so good.
Is it bone in or not?
Yeah, it is.
It is? Nice.
Only 2 bones, which is awesome. And then yeah, look at that. Holy baby. Grab a towel. Some of the juice is off. And then I will need a Samo sprinkling man soon. Not right now, but soon. Okay? He's pretending. He does this sometimes, chat. He pretends like he doesn't hear. It's like, yeah, good one. I could see your smirk from the kitchen. Guys, I don't even have chat to read. You're like in the living room. So I'm just talking into nothing, and I know that you're enjoying it. You're welcome. I know. I know my people.
Mom says that's the perfect size for tea.
That's what we said. Samo said leftover PR sandos or something. Or I thought maybe a little steak and egg or sort of meal. Mmm.
Peter says that's about a good portion.
It looks pretty alright, hey? There we go. That's the view. Shake it. Pretty nice fat calf too, not too crazy. They maybe over trimmed it in a couple spots. But yeah, all of the marbling on the inside of this that we can see. So what are we gonna cook it at? 325, you said? Or at a different temp?
I might do a little 425 to start.
Oh shit. I don't want to get mustard on my sweater. Stand back.
And then 275.
425 and 275. Okay.
Come the bike!
Oh yeah. Sam wants to get the convection oven out tomorrow for this. So we'll have like the countertop oven going. Okay, I'm just gonna rub this with my hands all over. Not just the top. I like squeezed enough so I could do the sides too. You don't need a crazy amount of mustard. Just enough to stick the dry spices onto. And I will say, of all the times that I've rubbed meats down with mustard, you really don't taste it by the time it's cooked.
Not unless you like have pockets of large amounts.
Well, yeah, you shouldn't be leaving that much on anyways though, right? Just a nice little rub all around. Some people do like underneath the prime rib bones, but I don't really care too much about that.
For rubbing, one hand for shaking.
Yeah, I'll probably be able to make it. I'll probably be able to make it without you, Sambo. I don't want to though.
Yes, sir, Bonk.
Actually, maybe I should have kept this turned here if we're gonna shake next. Okay, so keep one dirty hand for like flipping the roast. I find it easier to just use your hands instead of tongs. I'm gonna take the whole lid off of this.
Give it a slap.
You guys need a meat slap?
You guys
Oh
give it a
shit.
slap.
That's what I thought was gonna happen when I did that. First you gotta rub it. Make sure it's really happy. Then you gotta go. It doesn't slap as good when there's mustard. It's a little like, there's a barrier there. It's better to just do it before you rub it. It was quite juicy sounding, kinda. I hope you enjoyed that though. And now Kate, Cook with Kate's banned on Twitch. I can't shake it. It's my right hand. I'm scared. Guys, I'm not good at shaking with my right hand. I'm left-handed. Sam doesn't want to help though. He's only an audience member now. I'm just gonna wash my hand, I guess. No, because it shakes unevenly with the parsley flakes and stuff. It's not an easy rub to shake with the opposite hand. You don't just like waste the Suzy Q's.
Oh, man.
It could have been a tragedy. I always do a pretty good layer of seasoning on these big pieces of meat like this because we're not seasoning every surface area that we're going to be eating, right? So we're only really seasoning it from the outside. So if you don't put enough on the outside now, you can find like later when it's cooked, it's going to taste bland on the inside. I mean, you could always add more salt once it's cooked afterwards. Add some pepper now. Yeah, add extra pepper before. But I always like to try and make a really perfect crust. And yeah, flavors like this, garlic and parsley, something just nice and simple like that with salt and pepper. Easy mode. I'm just gonna let that sit for a moment to adhere. Gonna have a little bit of my V8-age. You've been trying to do more stuff with your left hand. I actually try to challenge myself sometimes. Trekker, it was nice knowing you. I would love to receive an email like that from Twitch. Hello, good day, Cook with Kate. We have received messages, reports of you slapping your meat. Say, you're right. You are not wrong. I just want this to stick on before I flip it over so that gravity doesn't take all the seasoning away. It looks like it's working. Salt will do that, right? Because it'll start to draw out the moisture and it will stick better. Look at how nice that crust looks now. Okay, now we gently, carefully flip it. I think I'm going to do it on this side for me. I don't know how to do it without disturbing it. Gently, carefully do it. Just trying to use this one side of the tongs. Like a professional would. Why is Sam laughing now? Is Chad making fun of me? Whoa, that was a good pile of seasoning there. Okay, I'm gonna kind of tilt this. The fatty bits, get your tongs again if you want. Give it a little press on this angled part so it doesn't fall down. I kind of just use this to smooth out the seasoning a bit and make sure that there's one nice even layer everywhere. How's this other side? Do we need to address that still? Yeah, a little bit. Slide it back over the other way. Nice. This is gonna smell so good tomorrow when it starts cooking, the garlic. Okay, one more side. Do a quick, can I do a quick flip? Ugh. Smooth it back out because sometimes the tongs will create a little indent. Okay, look at that. That looks good, guys. Sambo looks good from your view?
Yeah.
Your mouth is watering?
Very watery.
Mine is actually right now. Yeah. Okay. We're all rubbed up. Now we're gonna flip it back over. Try not to disturb the crust too much, right? This is the hardest part. I'm gonna just use my hands. It's a bit more like gentle. We'll just wash it after. Ugh. Boom. Prepared for our tasty, tasty stream. Because it's Sunday and we need to make a roast.
It's Sunday roast day.
Sambo said we don't have to cover it.
Nope. You want to start getting that crust.
He says you want to start getting that crust.
That's the air
Look
dry.
at that looks. all over, crusted.
Good.
We're going right into there. Is there room? There does seem to be room. Good work. You cleared out the fridge. Husband duties. Bam. Say, see you tomorrow, chat. Okay. Now we're going back to the living room to say bye. Who dat? Who dat? I'm coming, 1 sec. There was sticky mustard juices on the container. Gross. Gross. It's a meaty Lego set. It's Mouse Post. Hi, Mouse Post. Oh yeah, we're really far up still. Oh, hi. I'm here too. I wanted to go the other way because Samo's here. Mouse Post. Thank you for the 48 months in a row. There it is. Our 4 years of being together on Twitch. How are you? This Lego looks incredibly juicy today. This must be even more expensive than a regular one. You're right. You gotta look out for it at your nearest Lego store. I just want to scroll up since I wasn't reading any of chat. Oh shit, we didn't do the tulips. Maybe we'll do it tomorrow while the roast is cooking, I think. We finish our tulips. Yeah. Longer Sunday.
Start building Lego first thing.
Yeah.
Do the browning first. Then we can go back. Slow it slow. Do your Lego.
Okay, today's or tomorrow's gonna be a day. Yeah, I like that seasoning because it does have really nice flake salt. It sticks really good together, makes a like perfect crust. Okay, who are we gonna go raid? It's been a hot minute. Hello, Johnny Trucks 2015. What? There's a first time chatter says Johnny Trucks.
Oh, sure.
Oh, you're saying to go raid Dash Ducks.
Yeah.
What are we cooking? We're not cooking anything today, actually. We're cooking something tomorrow. We're gonna be doing a Sunday roast tomorrow. We just finished prepping a prime rib. Kitchen Witch is doing a vegan immunity boost soup. That's like so similar to something I make. I can go raid there. I love soup. Who was saying earlier that it's soup time? Amp? It's soup season, baby. But yeah, we'll be back tomorrow cooking on Twitch. 11 a.m. Pacific is when we start. And yes, we'll be cooking in the kitchen. We won't be cooking in the living room.
We may be cooking in the living room.
Why are we cooking in the living room?
We can just put the caldo bake on the counter.
On the table?
Yeah. And you have the
Oh
Lego
my
right there.
goodness. Oh my goodness. You'll see. Do you make steamy soups? This sounds like it's gonna turn into trouble. I'm not answering that question. But we are going to a stream that sounds like they're making steamy soups. So let's go see what's what. Scooter! Okay, so prime rib, Sunday roast tomorrow, potatoes. We can pick a squash. We have 3 to pick. I think we'll choose from 2 of them because I don't think we want to make spaghetti squash. Yeah, I'll just use my intuition here. Hi, Suzanne. How are you doing? And yeah, the bear is home and we're all happy, right? So we got to do some cooking for him again. So yeah, this was a really fun stream today. 1, 2, 3 cute plants that we completed building, and we have 6 more to still build, probably next weekend if we're home. But yeah, I hope to see everyone tomorrow. Let's go see what this soup situation is all about. Is that your dad or Bert Critter? Who is this person? I'm hitting raid now. I'll let Kitchen Witch deal with them. Bye everyone, love you. See you tomorrow. Bye.